Hey food lovers, welcome back. Today I'll be showing you my recipe on how I cook chicken soup. I just love cooking soups. Building bodies of flavor, definitely. Soups are hands down one of my favorite dishes to cook. If you are interested in this recipe, please keep on watching. Also, if you've not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, let's start cooking. So when it comes to cooking soups, I always preach that you should use chicken foot or chicken backs. It helps to create more body and flavor for your soup. Even if you do not eat those, add them in there. Trust me, you won't regret it. I already cut the claws off the chicken foot. I washed my chicken with vinegar and water. So here I am now seasoning that chicken with green seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, and adobo all-purpose seasoning. And of course, the list of ingredients will be listed below. While that's marinating, I'll go ahead and knead my dumpling. Here I have some cool water and flour. I won't be seasoning with salt because the dumplings will absorb that seasoning from the soup itself. But of course, if you personally would like to add salt in there, sure, go ahead. I'm adding a little water at a time because I like my dumplings nice and firm. I do not like soft dumplings. So I'm adding only a little bit of liquid at a time and then incorporate that into the flour. Now everything has come in nicely and it's well kneaded. I will cover with a damp towel and place it on the side. There we go, all ready to go, and then we'll move on. These are all the fresh ingredients that I am going to be using for my soup. Other than the dumpling, here we have the pumpkin, the yellow skin potatoes, corn, green onions. These are all fresh ingredients that we'll be using to make our soup so delicious. I just love cooking soup, guys. Trust me, you'll try this recipe. And then if you were lacking in the chicken soup department, you will be a lot better after trying this recipe. It is super flavorful, so delicious, if I do say so myself. Trust me, guys. And there we are. And let's move on to cutting. For this soup, I would like it to be a bit more rich, so I'm using a lot more pumpkin. If you do not want your soup to be too rich, you can reduce the amount of pumpkin that you use while cooking your soup. I'll go ahead and dice it. I'm dicing it really small because I will be breaking that up in the soup to help make my soup more rich in body. Next, I'll cut the corner of the cob. There we are. Next, I'm dicing my carrots. I peeled it. Now I'm dicing the carrots. The sizes are totally optional. That doesn't matter. If you like your carrots to be a lot bigger, you can do that. Here I have red bell peppers. I'm going to dice that up as well. Next, here I have my yellow skin potatoes. I'm going to peel that and dice it. I have a love-hate relationship with potatoes in my soup, but I'll still add it in. Here I have the celery for more note and flavor. Add a few diced pieces in there. Next, green onions. I just love cooking with green onions. Green onions and thyme, that's my staples when cooking. Chop that up. There we go. Next, we'll move on to chopping fresh parsley. Next, we have our Spanish onions. I'm going to dice it, or should I say chop it, whichever one. There we go. Next, garlic, chop that as well. And also, guys, do remember that all the list of ingredients and measurements will be listed below. Now, in my heated pot, it's not too hot, but it is heated. I'm adding the chicken, and I will let that go for a bit, for about 2 minutes or so on its own before adding the liquid. I'm trying to get some of that flavor out of the chicken and into the pot. I feel like this step is very important and it's necessary. Then I added in my hot water. You're not adding cold water because it will bring down the temperature. So I added cooked water to the pot. Next, I added the pumpkin, and here I have some Maggi chicken stock. Add that in. I'm not using the noodles. I don't like those in there, but I absolutely love this one with the pumpkin flavor. It helps enhance your soup even more. Even if we have fresh pumpkin as well, it does enhance it more. Next, I'm adding the onions and garlic. Here I have some chicken bouillon as well for additional flavor. Now you let that go up to a boil, and I'll let that cook for about 5 minutes. There we are. We're building our flavor. 5 minutes later, chicken foot looks about almost there cooked. I'm going to fish it out of the water, because if chicken foot is already cooked, if you let that continue to cook anymore, it's just going to be mush in your soup and you won't have any more chicken in there. So I'm going to remove the chicken foot, set it aside, and continue to cook the soup. Here I am crushing the pumpkins just to help build more flavor. And as I said, I did want it to be more rich with the pumpkin. Next, I'm adding my dumplings. I do add my dumplings before everything else because you do need to cook the dumplings up. I see some people creating soups and adding everything all at once. I don't like that. You're supposed to add everything at stages. That's how you create body and that's how you create flavor. So adding the dumpling is always first. Cook out the flour and make sure that it is cooked properly. The size of the dumpling is totally optional. You can cut it bigger, smaller, that is up to you. I let the dumplings cook for about 8 minutes, and then I added the corn and yellow skin potatoes. There we have it. Let that continue to cook. And I did let the potatoes and the corn cook for about 5 to 8 minutes, and then I added in the thyme, and now I'm reintroducing my chicken foot back to my soup. There we go. Look at that, guys. It's coming together nicely. So delicious, if I do say so myself. Now I crushed my peppercorns, my pimentos. I added to there, and now I'm adding my carrots and all the other seasonings that we did cook. I don't like adding the seasonings too early because the flavor will die out in the soup. So you should wait closer to the end, like I just did, to add all your seasoning in, and then it will be more potent in your soup, more flavorful, more delicious. There we have it. Our soup is coming together, guys. Trust me, when you try this soup recipe, if you weren't that good at cooking soups, you will be 10 times better after trying my steps on how I cook my chicken soup. Look at this, guys. So good. And like I said, even if you do not like chicken foot, you do not like chicken backs, please add a few pieces in your soup. It will make your soup be a lot more flavorful. I cannot stress that enough. Even if you don't eat them, add them in, discard them afterwards. And at the end, I'm adding my Scotch bonnet because soup without pepper, it's not souping. Yeah, I said it. It's not souping. You need a little hint of spice in there to make your soup more delicious. And there we have it, guys. It's all done. And now I'm going to plate the soup. Look at it. I cannot wait. I just could not wait to have that soup that day. It was a cold day and the whole family was in the mood for some soup. Look at it. It's rich, it's flavorful, it's delicious. And nothing better than a Caribbean soup. I hope you guys did enjoy this recipe. Please do let me know in the comment section what you think when you tried it, how it turned out for you. If you have any other questions, whatever it may be, let me know, guys. As always, I appreciate the support. Thank you for watching.